Hello everybody, my name is Jamie and I am the Board Game Man. Today we're going to look at a game back from 1964 that was based on a TV series that ran from 1963 to 66. It's about two cousin lookalikes who love doing everything together. It's a game by Milton Bradley, 2 to 4 players, called the Patty Duke Game. So let's go on over to the gamers table and I'll show you how to play. Alright, we are at the gamers table. Here's the board game for the Patty Duke game. You have a stack of green cards. You have a stack of what normally would be red cards. As you see in mine, they are pink. The reason why I had to redo the red cards is because they were unfortunately heavily damaged when I purchased the games. You can see there's a lot of water damage on the back of the cards. So what I did was I reprinted these on pink cards. That way you couldn't really tell what they were. So you can see here, I reprinted them. And they're still red on the inside here, but at least you can't tell what they are on the outside. And I'll probably end up doing the same thing for the green. There are some greens in here that have, some kind of stains of some kind. Some have creases. So eventually I'll change this out. I don't have any green paper, but I have some other color cardstock that I could use. So eventually I'll probably do it for that too. You also have one die that comes with the game. And you have the playing pieces. Here are the 4 playing pieces. 2 of them are girls, 2 of them are boys. So that's pretty cool. The yellow and green are the boys, and then the red and the blue are the girls. So that's actually pretty cool. All right, so let me go ahead and choose. We're going to do blue. And what's cool is actually they have like a little lip underneath. So what you do is you take the lip and you actually put it right in there and it stays. So I think I like the way they do that. That's instead of just throwing them in the box. So we'll go ahead and take a blue. So you're going to pull it like this. And we'll take green. Let's do green. Okay, so we'll do 2. We'll do a quick little 2-player. Now what you do is you have the start right here. You're going to start in the start square for both players. And what you're going to do with the green cards. The green cards, you're going to put 3 of these on each of these areas. So what you're going to do is you're going to put 3 on steadying. And then you put 3 on the horseback riding. Some of these you have to kind of go back and forth here just to fit them on there. But you're going to put 3 of each on the board for each section. Okay, just like so. Okay. Now there's 24 cards for each color. There's 24 red, 24 green. They are exactly identical. And what you're trying to do is you're going to be taking the red cards in your hand and trying to match them to the green cards. And I'll show you how you figure that out. What you do is as soon as you're finished with all green cards, 3 green cards in each section, so then what you do is you're going to take the red cards, or in this case pink cards, and you're going to give each player 4 of these to start off the game. So we'll do player 1 will be here. Let me move this over here a little bit. So the player 1 will have 4. And player 2 will have 4. Like so on. And then the stack goes back on the board. So what we'll do is I'll show you, this is what player 1 has. And you'll see that each card has a name on the top. It's either Patty or it's Kathy. Now in this case I have all Patties. Let me see what player 2 has here. Yeah, see we have Kathy's and we have Patties. Alright, and so on. So what you're trying to do is you're going to try to match this card with one of these cards that has the other person's name on it. So in this case, this card has 20 Kathy and it has sipping soda. So what you're going to try to do is you're going to try to find the green Patty doing the same thing. And that's what you're trying to do. And as soon as you match those cards, you put them in the discard pile. And the first person to go through all of their red cards, I should say, wins the game. That's how that works. Now, if each set of cards, like the red cards have 2 wild cards, and the green cards have 2 wild cards. One for Patty, one for Kathy. So in this case, player 1 already has a wild card for Patty. So what you do is when you get a wild card, when it comes to a red card, if you get a red wild card, you can discard it immediately. And now all of a sudden I have 3 cards, and that is really cool, okay? If you get a wild green card, which in this case we have a Kathy wild card, you can match this with any red card you have in your hand, okay? So that's really cool too. There's only one of each, one Kathy, one Patty, in the greens and the reds. Okay. Now let me show you how you move around the board and how you be able to choose which cards you go. So we'll go player 1 will be blue. So what I'll do is I'll roll the dice. We have 4. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Go to any other space. So what I can do is I can choose any one of these corners. Now you'll see these corners have these red spaces have like a little arrow pointing into the section. When you land on one of these spaces, it is your job to finally, before you even pick up a card, you have to guess either Patty or Kathy. So player 1's going to be looking here. I have 3 Patties. I have number 3, 9, and 10. So you can either look at the numbers or you can look and see what's on the bottom here. Like 10 is babysitting, 9 is water skiing, 3 is swimming. So what you're going to do is you're going to hope that you're going to find the opposite name, which in this case would be Kathy. So I'm going to probably say Kathy is the name because that's the name I'm going to look for. So what I'll do is I'll say Kathy. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose one of these 3 green cards that are in this section because this is where the arrow is pointing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the card, and only I am going to look at the card. I'm going to say Kathy. And you can see here, it is a Kathy card. If I'm correct, I get to see what it is, and unfortunately, I don't have a match. I have 3, 9, and 10. This is number 6. Now what happens is you show everybody else in the section, but what you can do is you can cover this. And you're going to show them that, yes, I guessed right, it is Kathy, and that's it. So that all they know is this is a Kathy card. And you're going to put it face down. So it's almost like a memory game. You always have to kind of remember where it's at. Now, say I said I had this, say I had some Kathy, say player 2 is here. And he's going to say Patty. Okay. If he says Patty, he picks up the card and it's not Patty, he has to show the entire card to all the other players. That way everyone gets to know exactly what this is. It's a Kathy watching TV. So if somebody else, another player has the Patty watching TV, they're going to want to go straight here, pick up that card, and that way they have a match. And this goes face down as well. So they always go back face down. But now you got to remember, okay, this is a Kathy watching TV number 6. So just in case you're another player, you'll remember where it's at. Now say you have to land on these by exact count. So say you're trying to land here and you go past it. You can make a shortcut through here. You have to follow the arrows. So say you're trying to get over here, obviously you'll just keep going down this way. But if you want to get back around to try to hit this square like you're trying to do, you can take the shortcut through this way and go like so. Okay, so you can do that. So let's go ahead and play a couple turns real quick just to show you how this works. So I went to go to other space. I went ahead and did that. I said Kathy, and I did get it right. I got the name right, but I got the action incorrect. So what I would do, like I said, is I would cover that up, show everybody, yep, it's Kathy, but it's not the right one I need, so I put it back down. So now green will go. Okay, so now it's going to be green. So green's going to roll. Green rolls a 1. A green right away lands on this section here. So here's player 2. And you can see they have 19, 5, and 6. So we have, let's put these together here. We have 2 Kathys and we have 2 Patties. So you could just say Patty, all right? So now he's going to be really looking for these 2, because remember he has to get the opposite name that's on there. So we have a Kathy sipping soda and a Kathy singing. And hopefully he gets the Patty singing or the Patty sipping soda. So he says Patty. You know, look at this card here. Ooh, it is Kathy. It is incorrect. So we have a swimming. So in this case, since he had the name wrong, he shows everybody what that card is. Hey, guess what? There's Kathy swimming. And you put it face down. Okay. Blue's going to go. Blue goes 2. If you land on any of these spaces that just have regular colors, there's no, looking in here, it's just a rest space. So there's nothing that happens. You just end your turn there, and then green goes on to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, now green gets to take a look at one of these. So green's going to look at their cards, and they're going to go ahead and they're going to go say Patty. So we're going to say Patty. Going to draw one of these cards here, and oh, he got it incorrect. It is Kathy, playing records, number 1. So this, once again, since you got the name wrong, you're going to show all the other players, and now everyone knows this is the playing records. That shows how old this game is. You're playing records. Okay, you're going to put it face down. So blue's going to go. Blue's going to roll a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, green's going to go 3. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Boy, green's getting lucky. He's got to see all these different cards along the side here. So he lands here, and let's just say he says Patty. So he says Patty. He picks up this card here. Oh, he's correct, and he gets a wild card. That is pretty darn gnarly right there. So he gets the name right, and he gets to discard any one of the cards that are here. So let's just say he says, okay, I'm going to go ahead and discard Patty horseback riding. And just like that, the green card is obviously out of the game, and the red card is out of the game. So we discard that, discard this, and we're good to go. And now player 2 has only 3 cards to go. Blue rolls a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a safe space. Now there's only 2 other spaces here that I will mention, and that's a take card from another player. If you land on that, the player pretty much just does this, and then you pick one of the cards blindly. You don't get to see what they are, you just pick them blindly. Okay. Or take card from the pile. If you land that, obviously, you just take one card from the pile, which is definitely not what you want to do, because in order to win the game, the first person to go through all their cards, the red cards, wins the game. So you don't want to be, you definitely don't want to take another card from another player. That's one less card they got to match. Okay? And that, my friends, is how you play the Patty Duke game. The first person to go through all their red cards, do matches, wins the game.